آموزش سریع مکالمه انگلیسی. روز 72. درس 72.
Listen to this conversation.
تو مکالمه میگه
Museum of Modern Art.
یعنی موزه هنر مدرن.
Tomas, have you been to the Museum of Modern Art?
No, not yet. Unfortunately, I don't have much time.
You really should see it. You're leaving for Mexico soon, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. I'm leaving next week.
Then why don't we go to the museum on Saturday? Maybe we can have dinner together, too.
I'd like to. That's a good idea.
Listen again.
Tomas, have you been to the Museum of Modern Art?
No, not yet. Unfortunately, I don't have much time.
You really should see it. You're leaving for Mexico soon, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. I'm leaving next week.
Then why don't we go to the museum on Saturday? Maybe we can have dinner together, too.
I'd like to. That's a good idea.
You're visiting an American friend in her apartment. Ask,
چند وقت اینجا زندگی میکنی؟
How long have you lived here?
فقط یک ماه؟
Only 1 month?
she answers,
درسته.
That's right.
آپارتمان خیلی بزرگ نیست.
The apartment isn't very big,
ولی پشتش یه حیاط خوبیه.
but there's a nice yard in the back.
و میتونم جلو پارک کنم.
And I can park in front.
بریم یه قدم بزنیم.
Let's go for a walk.
your friend says,
اوکی، یه پارک خوبی هست.
Okay, there's a nice park.
نه دور از اینجا.
Not far from here.
میتونیم بریم یه قدمی تو پارک بزنیم.
We can go for a walk in the park.
try to say,
و بعد از اون
And after that,
چرا نریم به موزه؟
why don't we go to the museum?
میتونیم بریم یه قدمی تو پارک بزنیم.
We can go for a walk in the park.
و بعد از اون میتونیم بریم موزه.
And after that, we can go to the museum.
ولی اول دلم میخواد این کتاب رو نشونت بدم.
But first, I'd like to show you this book.
یه کتاب خریدم درباره مکزیک.
I bought a book about Mexico.
خیلی جالبه.
It's very interesting.
با تعجب بگید راجع به مکزیک کتاب خریدی؟
You bought a book about Mexico?
she says,
درسته؟
That's right.
now ask how late the museum is open.
How late is the museum open?
روزهای جمعه
On Fridays,
تا ساعت 9 واضح.
it's open until 9 o'clock.
Say,
پس خیلی وقت داریم.
Then we have a lot of time.
بیا بریم پارک.
Let's go to the park.
و به موزه.
And to the museum.
و بعدش.
And after that,
میتونی با هم شام بخوریم.
we can have dinner together.
your friend says,
باشه اگه بذاری من پول بدم.
listen.
All right, if you let me pay. If you let me pay.
Now, listen and repeat.
If you let me pay. Pay. Let. Let. Let me. Let me. Let me pay. If you let me pay.
She says,
میتونیم با هم شام بخوریم.
We can have dinner together.
اگه بذاری من پول بدم.
If you let me pay. Let me pay. We can have dinner together if you let me pay.
now it's another day. You're speaking with an acquaintance. Ask why the stores are closed today.
Why are the stores closed today?
Your acquaintance says,
امروز تعطیلیه.
Today's a holiday.
اکثر مغازه ها.
listen and repeat.
Most stores. Most. Most. Most stores.
Say,
بیشتره.
Most. Most stores.
try to say,
بیشتر مغازه ها امروز بستن.
Most stores are closed today.
و بیشتر اداراتم.
And most offices too. Most offices.
now you're with a friend in New York. You'd like to go to the Museum of Modern Art.
بپرسید فاصله چقدره؟ عملاً چقدر دوره؟
How far is it?
درست اطراف نبشه.
Listen.
It's just around the corner. It's just around the corner.
First the word.
درست.
Listen and repeat.
Just. Just.
Say,
درست.
Just.
اونوره اطراف دوروبره.
listen and repeat.
Around. Round. Around. Around. Just around. Just around.
Now,
نبش. گوشه.
Listen and repeat again.
Corner. Corner. The corner. Around the corner. Around the corner.
بگید درست اون ور نبشه.
It's just around the corner. Around the corner. It's just around the corner.
Ask.
اون ور نبش.
Around the corner.
درسته؟
That's right.
مجددا بگید درست سر نبشه. موقع اینو میگیم که میخوایم برسونیم به یه جایی خیلی نزدیکه. مثلا درست اون ور خیابونه. اون ور چهارراهه.
It's just around the corner.
Now listen.
But first, let's have something to eat. First, let's have something to eat.
مجددا بگید اول بیا یه چیزی بخوریم.
First, let's have something to eat. Let's have something to eat.
Say.
باشه اگه بذاری من پول بدم.
All right, if you let me pay.
این میشه بیرون.
Listen and repeat.
Outside. Side. Out. Outside. Outside.
نشستن.
Listen and repeat again.
Sit. Sit. To sit. To sit outside.
بگید بیرون نشستن.
To sit outside. Sit outside.
دلت میخواد بیرون بشینیم؟
Listen and repeat.
Would you like to sit outside? Would you like to sit outside?
عملاً میشه بیرون بشینی. مجددا بپرسین دلت میخواد بیرون بشینیم؟
Would you like to sit outside?
یا داخل.
Listen and repeat.
Or inside? Inside. Inside.
دلت میخواد تو بشینیم؟
Would you like to sit inside?
Say that you'd rather sit outside.
I'd rather sit outside.
How do you say?
سر نبش.
Around the corner.
Ask.
تو یا بیرون؟
Inside or outside?
بگید تو تابستون؟
In the summer.
بیشتر مردم؟
Most people.
Say that in the summer most people sit outside.
In the summer, most people sit outside. People sit. Most people sit. In the summer, most people sit outside.
بپرسید اینجا سفارش میدیم؟
Do we order here?
یا داخل سفارش میدیم؟
Or do we order inside?
The waiter arrives. Tell him,
یه فنجون قهوه میل دارم.
I'd like a cup of coffee.
و یه تیکه کیک.
And a piece of cake.
your friend says,
یه ظرف بستنی شکلاتی میل دارم.
I'd like a dish of chocolate ice cream.
مگه کیک دوست نداری؟
Don't you like cake?
با تأکید میگه آره کیک دوست دارم.
Yes, I do like cake.
ولی امروز ترجیح میدم بستنی بخورم، صرف کنم.
But today, I'd rather have ice cream.
now you have the check. Try to say,
اجازه بده من بدم.
Let me pay.
یه روز دیگه است. دوستتون میگه یه رستوران خوبی هست.
There's a good restaurant.
درست سر نفش.
Just around the corner.
at the restaurant, she asks,
میل داری تو بشینیم؟
Would you like to sit inside?
یا بیرون؟
Or outside?
say that most people are outside.
Most people are outside.
Say again,
اکثر مردم بیرونن.
Most people are outside.
try to say,
بیا بیرون بشینیم.
Let's sit outside.
سر اون میز بشینیم.
at that table.
Let's sit at that table.
سر اون میز بشینیم. اونها اونجا.
Let's sit at that table over there.
Now say,
یه کتاب راجع به نیویورک دارم.
I have a book about New York.
این میشه سنترال پارک.
Central Park. Park. Central. Central. Central Park.
پارک بزرگی وسط شهر نیویورک. بپرسین سنترال پارک نزدیک اینجاست نه؟
Central Park is near here, isn't it? Near here.
your friend answers,
درسته. درست سر نبشه.
That's right. It's just around the corner.
بیا بریم یه قدمی بزنیم.
Let's go for a walk
تو سنترال پارک.
in Central Park. Let's go for a walk in Central Park.
موافقت میشه. از گارسون صورت حساب بخواین.
The check, please.
Your friend says,
بذار من پول ناهارمونو بدم.
Let me pay for our lunch.
دیروز نتونستم بدم.
I couldn't pay yesterday
چون نتونستم کارت اعتباریمو پیدا کنم.
because I couldn't find my credit card.
همیشه با کارت اعتباری میدم.
I always pay by credit card.
now she asks the waiter,
امریکن اکسپرس قبول میکنین؟
Do you accept American Express?
now you're in Central Park.
حواس بستنی کردین. بگین بذار من بستنی رو بخرم.
Let me buy the ice cream.
بگید بایستی فردا برگردیم.
We should come back tomorrow.
و بریم موزه.
And go to the museum.
و بعدش
And after that,
میتونیم تنیس بازی کنیم.
we can play tennis.
Listen,
I didn't know you play tennis. I didn't know you play tennis.
با تأکید بگین چرا تنیس بازی میکنم.
Yes, I do play tennis. Yes, I do.
say that you often play on Saturday or Sunday.
I often play on Saturday or Sunday.
ولی نتونستم آخر هفته قبل بازی کنم.
But I couldn't play last weekend.
چون خیلی بارون اومد.
Because it rained a lot. Because it rained a lot.
Now you're having dinner together. Your friend says,
هفته قبل رفتم واشنگتن.
I went to Washington last week.
پیش یه دوستم موندم.
I stayed with a friend of mine. I stayed with a friend of mine.
آپارتمانش نسبتاً کوچیکه.
Her apartment is pretty small.
ولی عقبش یه حیاط خوبی هست.
But there's a nice yard in the back.
میتونه جلو پارک کنه.
She can park in front.
Say that you've never been to Washington.
I've never been to Washington.
She says,
بایستی ببینیش.
You should see it.
try to say,
بیشتر مردم ازش خیلی خوششون میاد.
Most people like it very much. Most people like it very much.
یه کتاب راجع به واشنگتن دارم.
I have a book about Washington. I have a book about Washington.
میتونی بخونیش.
You can read it. You can read it.
اگه بتونم پیداش کنم.
If I can find it. If I can find it.
خونم درست سر نبشه.
My place is just around the corner. My place is just around the corner.
غذا تموم شده. بگین بذار من پول بدم.
Let me pay. Let me pay for our dinner.
میتونم با کارت اعتباری بدم.
I can pay by credit card. I can pay by credit card.
ask the waiter,
مسترکارد قبول میکنین؟
Do you accept MasterCard? Do you accept MasterCard?
حسابتون رو میدید و میدید.
پایان درس 72